Welcome in and welcome back to Polite for What. I'm your host, Red. If you're not subscribed to the page, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you can stay up to date with my content. And if y'all been here for a while, y'all already know what to do. Please get those likes up. That way I can stay in the algorithm because I feel like YouTube has been playing with me and I feel like people is not seeing my content. So I really need y'all help just hitting that like button for me. I mean, likes are free. You're not doing anything but just helping me stay in the algorithm. But all right, y'all, I am here. And y'all know how we get down on Thursdays. I will be revealing my top 10 power rankings list following week 14. We'll get into some NFL news. And then at the end, of course, I will preview the Rams versus 49ers game tonight. So make sure you stick around for that. But let's just go ahead and hop right into some NFL injuries this week. All right, so coming up, number one on my list here, we have Cowboys on DeMarvion Overshown. He will be out for the remainder of the season with the ACL, MCL, and PCL injury that he suffered in Monday's game against the Bengals. Man, this really sucks for the Cowboys and for Overshown, being that he literally just came back off of the ACL injury last year. He set out his first year as a rookie, he had to sit out because of that ACL. And so to get him back this year, with him playing amazing like he's been playing, getting tackles for loss, just flying around the field, doing everything they need him to do. And for him to go down like this, like, man, this really, really sucks. And they don't even know if he's able to play for the 2025 season. So hopefully we can get him back sooner or later, but he does have to go and reconstruct his whole knee again. So hopefully, like I said, we get him back sooner or later. So prayers up to Overshown to him on his injury. But all right, moving on to the second player I have here on my list. This is wide receiver Noah Brown for the Washington Commanders. Noah will also be out for the remainder of the season due to an internal injury. Initially, it was reported that he had a cracked rib, but after more testing, it came back that he did have a laceration to his kidney, and he will sit out for the remainder of the season. For those of you who don't know, just for a little context, Noah Brown is the one who caught the Hail Mary pass from Jaden Daniels in that game versus the Bears. So for those of you who don't know, Noah did play for the Dallas Cowboys and he did play for the Texans. So Noah's been kind of, around on a few teams, and he's been doing really, really well, especially over there with Jaden Daniels. He's been looking really good. He's pretty much their number 2 outside of Scary Terry over there. So prayers up to Noah, and hopefully we can get him back on the football field. So we're just going to get right into my last person that we have here. We have Derek Carr. Derek Carr fractured his left hand in Sunday against the Giants. Now, I will say this move that he did was really, really silly. Honestly, he was trying to run for the first down. He jumped over the pile, and it like he had landed on his shoulder, but after it came back, they said that he did fracture his hand, and he will be pretty much week to week. But with only being about 4 weeks left, I think Derek Carr is pretty much done for the season. So you will see Jake Haener, or you will see Spencer Rattler come in and take on those QB1 reps until Derek Carr can return probably next season. Pretty much, like I said, it's probably done. Because the Saints are really not playing for anything anyways. They're not going to make the playoffs. So, yeah, I think Derek is pretty much done for the remainder of the season. But all right, let's go ahead and keep this thing moving, and let's get into some NFL news. I think everybody already know who this is. This is Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick is finalizing a 5-year deal that would send him to be the head coach of UNC. That is the University of North Carolina Tar Heels. Man, this is major news, not only for college football, but for the NFL. We all know Bill still wanted to coach, and he has an extensive resume. Like, Bill has won 6 championships, so his name is gonna ring bells anywhere he go, regardless of how old he is. But I think this is kind of like maybe a little disappointing news for the Cowboys, because his name was swirling around that he could potentially be the Dallas Cowboys next head coach if we was to get rid of Mike McCarthy. But being that Bill is going over to college now, Cowboys can mark a line through Bill's name. And I think this is really, really good for college football. Even though with all the NIL stuff going on, I still think Bill, like I said, his name hold weight. Like, name alone, Bill can get some good recruits over there. And also, I just feel like, I can see Bill having some type of success on the college level, being that, like I said, Bill knows how to come in and establish that culture. And I feel like if he can get him a solid quarterback over there, he'll be straight. You know, Bill's always been known for having a really good defense anyway. So like I said, if he can get him a legit 4 or 5-star quarterback, I think Bill will do well on the college level. And it's crazy because before, you know, a lot of people was trying like, oh, Bill, you know, he ain't really trying to go to the college level because he had like a list of demands that he sent to UNC. Like, and I think one of them was like, you know, once I retire or once I go into retirement, I want my son to come in and be able to be the head coach. So I guess the Tar Heels must agree because, like I said, Bill will be going there and being a coach for the next 5 years for the Tar Heels. So congratulations to Bill Belichick. I hope you have some success on the college football level. College football is actually really fun to watch. So it's going to be really interesting to see what Bill can do with their program next year. But all right, y'all already know what y'all tune in for each and every Thursday. Y'all come here because y'all want to see who I have on my list. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, this week, my list is looking a little different because we did have a lot of teams. Well, not a lot of teams. We had a few teams that were on a bye week. So the list is gonna look a little different this week. So let's just go ahead. Sorry, I think we got disconnected. But coming in number 1, of course, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. They held the Chargers to 19 points on Sunday, and they also killed the Chargers rushing yards under 100 yards. So, of course, I had them put them at the top of my list this week. Like I said, I don't always base my my list off of wins or losses. I look at strength of schedule, points allowed, and points scored. So that's why I have the Chiefs coming in at number 1 this week. Coming in at number 2, I have the Detroit Lions, who look like the best team in football right now. They did clinch a playoff berth, having the best record in the league right now at 12-1. So, of course, I had to put the Lions at number 2. Coming in at number 3, I do have the Bills. The game on Sunday, I ain't gonna lie to you, it was a shootout, and they did give up 44 points, and they took the L. So I had to drop them down to number 3 this week. They've been playing amazing. They've been playing out their mind. But like I said, after you give up that many points and you take an L, I got to drop you down to number 3. Coming in at number 4, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Although they did play the Browns, they did hold them to only 14 points. In the last 8 games, they've only lost 1. So at this point, the Steelers are looking like a team that you have to respect in the AFC. And they've been playing very, very well. So that's why I got them coming in at number 4. Coming in at number 5, we have the Minnesota Vikings. Now, the Vikings did blow out the Falcons on Sunday. They put up a 42-piece on them. I don't know what's going on with the Falcons right now. You know, you started really hot at the beginning of the season, but then it going towards the end, headed to the playoffs. I don't know, Kirko Chains, what's going on with you? But anyways, they only allowed Atlanta to score 21 points, and Sam Darnold threw for 347 yards and 5 touchdowns. So I had to keep Minnesota in my top 5. So that is my top 5 power rankings. Let me know down in the comments. Did your team make my top 5 list? Did I get it right or did I get it wrong? Let me know down in the comments. All right, so let's go ahead and do my 6 through 10. Coming in at number 6, I do have the Philadelphia Eagles. I had to put the Eagles at 6 here because last week I did have y'all in my top 5, but after the performance y'all put on against the Carolina Panthers, really, the Carolina Panthers, that should have been an absolute blowout. And I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all would have lost if it didn't come down to that one play where Xavier Leggett cannot hold on to the ball. Eagle fans, y'all lose that game. Y'all really lose that game. And that should have been an absolute blowout. Y'all supposed to be one of the best teams in the NFC right now. And you didn't look good. So that's why you're at number 6 this week. Coming in at number 7, the Ravens did not play. So I couldn't penalize them this week. I'm going to go ahead and let them hold down their spot at number 7. Coming in at number 8, we have the LA Rams. The LA Rams have been playing fairly well. They are on a playoff push right now. So like I said, man, Puka Nacua been over there going crazy. The team just looks very complete right now. Like I said, they are pushing for a playoff berth. So they've been playing really well. That's why I have them sitting at number 8. Now, although they did allow the Bills to score 44 points on Sunday, the Rams, they still a team that you got to respect. You know what I'm saying? You still got to respect the Rams right now. They can beat you. They really can beat you. So that's why I have them coming in at number 8. Coming in at number 9, I had to drop the Packers down to number 9 this way. I had to jump them down to number 9 this week. I had them at 8 last week. Like I said, I just dropped it down 1 spot because now they did play against the Detroit Lions, and they did let the Lions put 34 points on them. But then, Jordan Love, he played okay, but he only put up one touchdown in that game. So that's why I had to drop him down to the number 9 spot this week. And then coming in at number 10, the Texans were on the bye. So again, I let them hold that 10 spot. And actually, it was between either the Texans or the Commanders. Like I said, one of them was going to fall off my list, but I opted to go with the Texans, being that they do have the better strength of record and schedule. They have a better strength of schedule. So that's why I put them at 10 this week. And I did have the Washington Commanders follow, but I still respect the Commanders as one of the better teams in the NFC. But that is my top 10 list this week. As always, like I said, I want y'all to get in those comments. I need y'all to engage with me. Let me know, did your team make my top 10 list? Did I get it right? Who you think should be where? Who you think should be in the top 5? But did everybody get seated the correct way where they should be seated at this week? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. But all right, that's all I have for my my top 10 power rankings. Of course, we're gonna go ahead and get into this showdown we having tonight. We have the 7-6 Rams versus the 6-7 49ers. Now, this is a divisional game, and this is a must win for both teams to keep their playoff hopes alive. This is going to be a really, really game. Like I said, divisionals are really like hard fought, and usually like it's a low scoring game. But the way, like I said, the Rams have been really playing well these last few weeks. And then with the 49ers been having a lot of injuries. Like I said, this game could get out of hand, or like I said, it could be fairly even. But the 49ers are the 3-point favorite at home tonight. Like I said, this game could go either way, but I think I'm going to roll with the Rams. Like I said, man, the way the Rams have been playing, they trying to get that playoff push. Like I said, the division is still up for grabs right now. They are in that number 2 spot right behind the Seattle Seahawks, and then the 49ers are at the bottom. But everybody in this division right now is like 6-7 and then like 7-6. So they all right there, kind of like bushed in together. Like I said, tonight is a must win for both teams. But let's go ahead and get to some key players, what I think both sides should do if they want to walk away with a win tonight. So we're going to go ahead and start with the 49ers, since they are the home team. We'll get into some key players for them. So first on my list, I do have George Kittle. We need George Kittle to duplicate what he did last week against the Chicago Bears. He had 6 catches for 151 yards. He just went absolutely crazy last week. I guess he had to bounce back from that Bills game where they really couldn't throw the ball around that much because, it was snowing. But he bounced back last week, and he had 6 catches for 151 yards. So I feel like if they want to win tonight, they're really going to need Kittle to kind of like duplicate that performance, being that, the 49ers running backs are kind of like injury riddled right now. They ain't really got a lot going on, and they really don't have that many options outside of him, Debo, and Jennings. So they're going to really need George Kittle to have a good game tonight, because we already know Puka Nacua is going to go crazy. So the second player that I have on my list here today, I have Debo Samuels. Now, they really going to need Debo Samuels to step up. I don't know what's been going on with Debo, but in these last 4 games, he haven't had much of an impact. Last game, he did have 2 catches for 22 yards. And like I said, he haven't been looking well. So I don't know what's going on with Debo, but if they want to win this game tonight, they're going to need Debo to have some type of impact on this game. Get him on some jet sweeps, get Debo out in space, do whatever y'all need to do to get him going if the 49ers want to win this game. And then coming in on my for my last point on my list, I do have the defense listed here. The defense is the stronger side of the football for this team right now. Like I said, this team has had a lot of injuries. And when I checked the injury report, I think Trent Williams is still going to be out. Bosa was questionable, so they don't know if he's going to play tonight. And it was somebody else. They had one more player. So the defense is going to have to step up tonight and kind of get Matthew Stafford, get him rattled a little bit, because if you let Matthew Stafford stay on his spot, he will make sure he expose that secondary. So, but I feel like, 49ers defense is fairly well in that secondary. But like I said, they've been having a lot of injuries. But like I said, if they want to win, they're going to need to get Matthew Stafford kind of like off his spot. But We'll go ahead and move into the Rams and what the Rams need to do and what players need to have an impact for them to win the game. Coming in first on my list, like I've been, uh, praising this whole stream. We got Puka Nacua. This man is an absolute dog. Last week he had 12 catches for 162 yards and 1 touchdown. It's just like Puka cannot be stopped. If y'all bet, y'all probably want to bet on Puka tonight because he finna go crazy. It's just like Matthew Stafford don't care who holding Puka. He gonna throw that ball to Puka and Puka gonna catch it. So I'm expecting Puka Nacua to have a really, really good game tonight. And kind of like duplicate what he did last week against the Bears. Coming in number 2 for my impact player, I do have Kyren Williams here. I'm expecting him to get heavy carry tonight. The 49ers is ranked 19th against a run defense, so I'm expecting Kyren to at least to get about at least 90 to, I'm gonna say $110 tonight. It might be a little high, but I think he can do it. Like I said, they're not really good against the run. So I can see Kyren going off, get him out in space. Like I said, hand it off to him. And Kyren been looking really, really good. I feel like he's had really emerged in these last 2 football seasons. So I think, like I said, Kyren can get it done. I'm looking for him to at least to get about 100 yards. If he can get $110 with rushing and receiving, I think if y'all bet, like I said, you might want to put that on your ticket. And then coming in on for the last person that I have here on my list, I do have Cooper Kupp. He did have a good game against the Bills. He had 5 receptions for 92 yards, and he had a touchdown. And I'm looking for him to duplicate that performance that he had last time. So like I said, I'm pretty sure they're going to be covering, not covering, well, they are going to be covering, but I think they're going to be probably doubling Puka Nacua. So that should open up a lot for Cooper Kupp to get off and do what he needs to do. Like I said, if all those players come into play tonight, I think the Rams will walk away with a win, even though they are playing in San Francisco tonight. I really see the Rams can. I think they won it more. I think the Rams won it more. But like I said, you can never count out Kyle Shanahan in that defense. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be tight. But like I said, I am gonna ride with the Rams, and I see them getting this W tonight. But y'all, that's all I have for y'all. That's all I have on my list. It wasn't much to talk about this week. Not much happened outside of the Bill Belichick news and the injuries. It's not a lot going on around the league right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Like I said, get in those comments. Give me some feedback. Let me know how I did on my power rankings. And if you want to comment on anything else that I talked about, leave it in the comment box. And if you want to follow me on any socials, my social handles is right here at the top of the screen. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I will see y'all next time.